open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and other farm animals, this is Renia. Welcome to episode 28 of Kerbal Space Chronicles. Now, when we left off, we were with Project Detroit, on course for the Detroit target vehicle. And we're just about 6.5 minutes away. We're closing in just a moment. There's going to be a loading pause. What sounded like an explosion. That's not good. And here we are, sailing past the Project Delta target vehicle, or Project Detroit. And in just a moment, we'll make our closest approach and then start closing in, little by little. Only take about a 2-second burn. And it looks like we might have come... I think we came on the wrong side. We're on the side with the engine. Yeah, because that's the fuel tank and that's the engine right there. That's the engine bell. You see it? Okay, so we're actually going to go a little ways past the vehicle. Just until I see it clear the nose. Now we turn toward the target. I said toward the target. How is that toward the target? And I think that's going to bring me up on the wrong side of it, so... we are going to have a little bit of translation to do. Just to make sure those are only used for roll, I'm going to disable pitch and yaw. I need to do that to all 4 of them. That's right. Rotation, thruster block. All of them need to be yaw off and pitch off. Oop, little bit of a pause there. And I've broken symmetry, so I'm going to have to do each one. Damn it. Show actuation toggles, yaw off, pitch off. Show actuation toggles, yaw off, and pitch off. And then for the translation blocks, we're going to turn roll off. Oh no, wait, these, oh. These are what provide all of our orientation control. Huh. That's not how I expected the system to work. Alrighty. Now we're still closing in here. Within 100 meters, 90, 80. I think 50 is just about as close as we're going to get, and then we're going to switch over to doing this with the translational control. We're in target synchronous orbit plus 5 milliseconds. Okay. Now what I need to do is lock onto the docking port. On this spacecraft, we're going to go ahead and turn on the lights, deploy the indexing key, and control it from the port. Turning us parallel to the target. Alright, let's bring up the RCS. Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to come below the spacecraft at about 2 meters per second. Now this is much, much faster than I would ever want to conduct a docking in a real-world spacecraft. Look at that beautiful science. And how much of it we'll be able to collect. I just noticed that it does that. Now let's flip around to anti-parallel. And now I'm going to go ahead and declutter the HUDs. Bring the Smart ASS back up, make sure we're in roll 0, and ignite the docking port alignment indicator. Alright. Oh geez, wrong controls. Now this is the slow part. This is where you really want to be slow. We're moving at like 2 centimeters, or no, 10. Yeah, we're moving at 10 centimeters per second. We're moving at like 4 inches a second right now. Want a little more velocity to correct our vertical. Yep. Give it a little bit of forward thrust. Keep that vertical in line. Horizontals coming in as well. No, actually, from our current orientation, that's the vertical. I like to keep it moving very slowly prograde. Because then I can use all the lines as a guide. Little bit of a lag spike there. Yep, drifting down a little. Give it a little bit more. Now, this is basically the kind of speed you would dock the space shuttle at. We're at about 2 or 3 inches per second. There we go! We have created one complete spacecraft. What do you think of them apples? Alright, we're going to go ahead and disable the fuel cell since we don't really need to rely on it on this thing's battery. Alright, now's the time to put the ship manifest to work. And go ahead and start pulling in science. Just very quickly transferring everything over. I do love ship manifest, by the way. So now, what all are we going to do? Well, there is actually some stuff that we can do. Interesting that I don't have a mystery goo reading from here. Also that I only have 16 readings. Let's see, what science do I have here? Oh. Alright. I guess I only get 16 readings. That's interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are actually going to start doing some special experiments. Some stuff that I have to use containers for. Now, do I have all the data collected so far? If I observe the mystery goo, what do I get here? Observe the materials bay. I get more stuff. Okay. So I was supposed to have 18, I just didn't do them. Wonder why Science Alert didn't show up. That's weird. Yeah, what do you think of my combined spacecraft? We have actually achieved hard dock. So, what we're going to do from here on in... Oops. Already stored in this module. Did we miss a step? Huh! I must have missed one on the way out. Okay. Well, I guess we'll reset the goo canisters. Huh, I must have missed one like in the lower atmosphere or something. Went up too quickly. Oh well. It's not particularly important, but just a thing I did. Now, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to shut down that engine. Because what we actually need to do is we need to control it from the bell. And turn prograde. It tells me I'm going to get 58 meters per second out of this, which is a little bit less than I was expecting. But then again, I have another stage right here fully loaded with fuel. Because this is the launcher stage. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire up this engine. Or no, we're not going to do that yet because there are other things I have to do. Okay, So, what we are going to do, and it looks like we might actually do this in the next episode, is actually do some EVA experiments, long-duration experiments, and see just how well the spacecraft holds up, because we can be up here for something like 81 days. We've got plenty of time to do a lot of things. But I think that is going to be in episode 29. In the meantime, thanks so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for the outro. Hey everyone, Arinia here. Thanks so much for watching this latest video out of my channel, and thanks so much to these patrons who, among others, are helping make this content possible by donating at least $10 on my Patreon page. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a comment. Tell us what we need to do better. If you liked it, still leave a comment. I'm always open to input. If you like the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us on the Discord community, link in the description. If you want to support the channel, and I really hope you do, please, down in the description is a link to the Buy Me a Coffee page, which you can donate to for a one-time donation, or the Patreon page, which you can head on to donate monthly and get perks. In the meantime, this is Arinia saying once again, thanks for watching.